How good does this look, Toowoomba? This is your 4-wide salute for the Schultz Sedan Spectacular.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Lights go down, Toowoomba. We are stacked, packed and racked with 40 big laps on the counter. And the supers will light up the high banks here at Toowoomba. And my goodness, there were some games being played on the start there. Pascoe sat back and then fired out of a cannon. Wilson just settles into second, and it is absolutely manic into 3 and 4 the first time, and Short Black has come from deep in the field to be up to P4. Black has a mission in mind here on home soil tonight. Black is on a charge.
Matty G trying to work his low side of the track once again. Just back in 5th position. Matt Pascoe, your race leader, just stretching out in front of the rest of the field. Trent Wilson trying to do what he can to close that gap, just near a half a second between the top spot and second. The rut really playing havoc here on the low side of the track through 3 and 4.
Yeah, this car's broken. We're going to pile up here on the main straightaway. Brad Pascoe got through the holes and broke something in the rear end, Tegan. Steve Jordan out of noise here, and we'll have a look at this. So this is the panhard bar which centers the diff under the car. See that hanging on the ground all the way underneath there? Yeah, broken, done, dusted. So the diff just walks around like the old V8 supercars when they'd break the Watts linkage and the diff would swap side to side, backwards and forwards like that. That's the
open line in front of him with Matt Pascoe just sort of sitting in the middle of both lanes. Pascoe feels some big pressure from Wilson, who takes out the lead through turns 1. Pascoe battles it back on the top side of the track. Sean Black really feeling the pressure as well from Hayden. Brims, who's trying to sneak on through. Black back to the top side of the track, right in behind the 44 car of Wilson. That's opening up the door for Brims to sneak on the low side. Nearly 3 wide on the entry into turn 3.
And Northfield around here on the back straightaway. We will go yellow, yellow, yellow.
Ready to get this back underway. Pascoe leading us away. Wilson straight back down to the low line. Oh, Mitchell G very loose through turns 1 and 2. Loses a lot of ground.
Mitchell G swamped back in the field. Now Sean Black go to the inside. Switches back to the top. Black through to second. Trent Wilson third. Oh, contact between BG and turn 1, and he'll go around. There's big damage. Buchanan. Oh, and Josh McLaren with some choice words for Adam Beachy. Separate. Clearly, it's beautifully, and you can see how far they're buried in there. So the drama is there's bar work here, and the tyre is sitting over the top of the bar work. Josh, obviously not the night you were hoping for, and just remember we are on a broadcast at the moment, but obviously pretty frustrated. It's a hard way to start the season.
Yeah, mate, it is, and it is a tough time to put me on the microphone, but they breed them like idiots down there in Tasmania, mate.
And I think that'll be best left there. So this was the drama. We'll pick this up on the way through. So Josh McLaren might have been frustrated, but he went through the holes, tore the tyre off the rim. Flat tyre went around. Really wasn't Adam Beachy's fault. Adam, I know you copped a spray from a pretty frustrated driver. I realise you got through the rut and just knocked the tyre off the rim. It really wasn't anything you could do on that side of things. Frustrating way to end the trip. We appreciate you coming up.
No worries, mate. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's not the... just put the tyre off the rim, you know. Couldn't do much about it. I was passenger from there on in. But no, he's a bit salty, but he might get over it. But if he doesn't, I don't need any more friends, mate. We've got enough friends, eh?
You got big shoulders, mate. It's all good. One, they both want the top side, I'd reckon. Tegan, we're back underway.
Pascoe feeling the pressure straight away from Sean Black and Trent Wilson, who look on the low side and the top side of Pascoe. He holds onto that race pace though. Black now to the low side of the track. Attacks on the entry to turn number 3. Couldn't quite get the job done. The washes off a bit of speed. Some distance opens up with that race leader, Matt Pascoe. Out with Wilson. Brims in behind them, starting to close in. He's having a look at the podium to see what he can do. The 31 now moving forwards. Harry Doyle's within the mix. Matty G in behind them, trying to move his way forwards as well. The battle is on for the podium.
it's interesting, the line has changed again. They're running mid-track now. Mitchell G running right upstairs. Harry Doyle has come from deep in the field as well. Further back, there you see Trent Wilson to the inside of Mick Rosa, and he's got Hayden Brims right up the back bumper.
G getting very loose through turns 3 and 4 as he hits a rut, but managed to keep the pace, and looks like he's going to pick off Harry Doyle here. Gets the job done down the back straight away with a lap car, causing some slow up. The race continues on out and in front with Matt Pascoe. 4 seconds the distance back to Sean Black.
Stage. There you see Brims back to the inside of Trent Wilson now. Halfway down, halfway to go. Look at this, Matt Pascoe deep in lap traffic now. Mick Nicola on the inside, his brother Ty Pascoe on the outside. And the leader of the race trying to find a way through. Tegan Pascoe through the ruts, and he is working that rear brake hard.
Brims finally getting the job done on Wilson, moves his way up to 3rd position.
Oh. Wilson runs 4th, back to Mitchell G in 5th. Then it's Harry Doyle, Darren Kane and Zach Brims through your field. David Morsh, the last car in the lead lap right now, is Pascoe, setting a torrid pace. Oh, Trent Wilson, monster rollover! Trent Wilson upside down in a massive way. Down the... And he's out of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Trent Wilson.
Crash. And lots of people always say, geez, we're slow to put the replays up. But the protocol is we don't play replay until we know the driver's A-OK. So
yep.
That's the reason. Here it is. Look at, he's just washed high out of turn 2. He was a passenger from there. Freshly painted Toowoomba Speedway sign. And off and over. That is proper big, isn't it?
Yeah, that's nasty.
Down from Townsville. And that is all sorts of bad.
Pascoe, Black, Brims, G, Doyle, Kane. Let's see what they've got. Back underway. Black on the bottom. Tries to level up with Pascoe. Pascoe goes really deep in 3 and 4. Diamonds back across the corner, and now Hayden Brims buys in here, Tegan.
Brims doing a great job to really pick off Black, not really nailing his corners there, so he managed to take advantage of that, and unfortunately for Pascoe, fortunately I should say, he managed to diamond off that corner and keep himself going very quickly as the rest of the field just starts to pan out.
I don't reckon it's all happy. There is dramas with the rear of Pascoe's car. That thing is bouncing all over the place. There is something broken, and Sean Black's broken a rear axle. Sean Black has broken an axle or a rear hub, and he is done. Black is out of noise. And the left rear on Pascoe's car. Sean Black has something to say here, so we might stay with this for a moment. Harry Doyle has been black flagged from the event, and Sean Black is not happy. And mate, do something a little bit silly here. Sean Black letting Harry Doyle know exactly what he thought of that. So Harry Doyle in the North Queensland 1 has been black flagged from the event. Sean Black is out with damage. And the shock is broken off the left rear. We can pick this up here. There's a bit going on. Sorry, I'm running around. I'm going to see if I can get Jacob, our infield camera, next time he comes past. Have a look at the left rear of Matt Pascoe's car. The shock is broken. Look, trying to pick up what they can. What have we got in store here? Mitchell G to the top side. Hayden Brims down low, and Pascoe is just trying to hang on with no shock left in the car. Pascoe is driving a broken wheelbarrow right now.
Great drive here by Matt Pascoe with the rear end bouncing all over the place through these ruts. Mitty G trying to capitalise on this with Hayden Brims. They're side by side down the back straight away. Pascoe still puts some distance between himself and those second 2 and third cars. The 29er, Zach Brims, all the way from the B main, now looking at the podium. See what he can... Going through the bumps and the ruts of this track a whole lot smoother than the second and third car of Hayden Brims and Mitchell G, who seem to really hit the ruts on the entry of turn 3. As I
So we're
say,
going to pick this up.
Mitty G just gets up on 2 wheels in a big way.
We're going to pick this up here, Tegan. Look at the left rear in Pascoe's car. We just had a lap car roll into the shot that time. We'll sneak it next time by. There'll be 1 to go. This is the last lap. We'll see if we can pick him up coming out of turn number 2. Look at this. How do you drive that thing? I do not know, but there is 1 lap left to go, and Matt Pascoe drives a broken wheelbarrow to the win in round number 2 of the McCosker Super Sedan Series, presented by Kempy Race Pipes. It's Schultz Sedan Spectacular Night. Hayden Brims home in 2nd. Mitchell G home in 3rd. And this is the problem. This thing's supposed to be bolted to the diff, but he's going to jump out of the car, and he's won tonight with an absolutely ailing car as he climbs out to Toowoomba. I want you to make plenty of noise for the reigning national champion, Matty Pascoe.